A journey of luck and adventure for one, a journey of shame and despair for another.
Do you think the publication might have started a process that led to the Royal Commission?
It certainly would be very encouraging to know that Madigan Perry's luck played a part, even a very small part. The book was published in 2005. Joanne McCarthy from the Newcastle Herald wrote her first article on the issue in 2006. In between those times, I had conversations with her and with many other journalists and so on, and there was a double-page write-up about Madigan Perry's luck in the Herald. Good publicity, TV, radio, newspapers during that time. I was even asked on national radio what sort of person I thought the next Pope to be elected should be to deal with issues of child abuse. And I do know that for sure, because of the book, several victims were encouraged to speak out. In the 1950s and 1960s, Australia boomed with post-war babies. Like many others at the time, Anthony Perry's body and soul were entrusted to the church without question. A Protestant surname in a Catholic school, a father inexplicably absent from the war, the loss of an only sibling, and the shame of divorced parents set him apart when it was important to fit in. Yet Anthony, dubbed Madigan by the other boys, has the ability to think of everything as an adventure, an essential survival tool when your closest caregivers can't be trusted. He meets Billy Burrows, who helps him live through the initial shock of reform school. But Billy's past is too dark, and in the long run he is too confusing to fit into Anthony Perry's idea of adventure. As they reach the threshold of adulthood, it is obvious that they both have been cheated by the secrets of their past.
Review Weekend Australian. Robert Parsons, a former pupil and educator in the Australian Catholic school system, has a harrowing story to tell about abuse of power and its long-term effect on children. The contribution to the genre contextualises without excusing the experiences it recounts and moves towards its own form of redemptive conclusion. It is more Devil's Playground than Angela's Ashes, offering little in lightness or humour, perhaps necessarily because there is little joy to be found. Not all readers will welcome this book, but then not all shared the same experiences, and thankfully not all in the system fit the mould from which he has cast his characters, but many do. For those who persist in saying that institutionalised abuse of power did no lasting harm, Madigan Perry's luck makes the case that it did cause significant harm to some people.
A journey of luck and adventure for one, a journey of shame and despair for another.